Hello everyone, welcome back to the CodeIsha Training Center. So in 30 days HTML series for beginners, now what we are day 4. So in day 4 we're gonna learn about the text formatting tags in our HTML. Okay, so in this session we're gonna learn about the introduction to text formatting tags and why formatting is important in HTML, and difference between the semantic and non-semantic tags, and real example with the practice. Okay, and we're gonna know about this in this next class overview what we gonna upcoming this session. Okay, review of that. So let's get started into the know about the introduction of text formatting tags. So here the what are text formatting tags. So text formatting tags in HTML are used to style and emphasize text on the web page. Okay, so web page nothing but UI part. It can help improve the readability, and it highlight the important content, and it makes the web pages more attractive. Okay, so for that we use these text formatting tags in our HTML. So why do we use them? We use that tags to making content easy to read, and it shows importance of the text, and also it improves the user experience, whatever we have the on display UI part. Okay, and it is also mainly help the search engine optimization and also accessibility. Okay, so for that we use that text formatting tags. Okay, so here the types of the formatting tags. So let's see what are they. So there are two types of the formatting tags. One is the physical tags, and number two the semantic tags. Okay, so coming to the physical tags, it is only for styling. Okay, and coming to the semantic tags, it will be meaning and also styling. Okay, so let's see what are the mainly text formatting tags in our HTML. Okay, so let's see what are like stylings and the semantic tags also. So here the common we are use the text formatting tags in our HTML. So like B tag is used for the bold. Okay, and strong tag is used for the important. Okay, so here the C bold tag and the sorry B tag and the strong tag both are the same, because we use for the bold type nothing but highlight the content uh, like heading. When we use the headings like that, so the time we need to use these bold and also strong tag. Okay, so coming to the italic and the emphasized. Okay, I tag for the italic and the env tag for the emphasize. Okay, these two are also same thing, it's look same thing. Okay, and I for the I is the see physical tags. Okay, I is for the like a physical tag, and em for like look like the semantic tags. Okay, so and coming to the mark tag is used for the highlighting the text. Okay, whatever it is there, so when we need to the highlight that line of the content, or the sentence of the content, or the only word of the content. Okay, or only letter of the content, that time we need to use that mark tag. Okay, in our HTML. And coming to the small tag, so small tag is used for the small stack. Okay, so now we are adding the one line of the text, right? So in the text line you need to need specific sentence or small, or you need to specific line of the content you need small. So that time we need to use this small tag. Okay, and coming to the del is for the deleted tag, deleted the content. Okay, like right of the line. Okay, and ins is used for the inserted, and sub for the subscript, and the sub for the superscript. Okay, so let's see how we can use these are all common text formatting tags in our real scenario. Okay, so coming to the first one, bold versus this strong. Okay, so just now, as of now, we are know about that, right? So like bold and strong is the same. Okay, so these two are looks like the same UI part, whatever you you are adding the like code part like b tag and the strong tag. So these two tags are the whatever the content is there, these two content shows look like the same, okay, like bold tag, okay. So see here the b for b is only bold style, okay. And coming to the strong semantic tag is adds the important search engine optimization and also accessibility, okay. So let's see writing this piece of code to how it looks like the b tag and the strong tag content, okay, on the web page. So let's open our, so here we don't have any content on the web page right now, okay. So just we have the title, web page, therefore text formatting, that's it, okay. So let's open our notepad. So in this we're gonna write the our content, whatever it is our content on the web page, we need to write inside the body tag, right? So now I'm writing the, first I'm giving the content heading, okay, like text formatting tags, okay. Let's save it. Let's see whether it is changes or not. Yes, so text formatting tags, okay. So now I'm adding the some piece of the line for text, common text formatting tags inside the body, okay. So one is the body tag here, okay, and number two is the strong, right, strong, okay. So I'm adding inside the content, so this is the bold tag, okay, nothing but physical tag, physical, okay. And I'm adding here, so this is a strong tag, okay. It is semantic tag, okay, semantic, okay. So let's save it and look at on our web page how it looks both tags, okay, text formatting tags. See here, so both tags are similarly, right, so both are the same bold, right. So let's changing the line break also for this, it is looks like better to understand the. So let's save it and refresh it. See, this is the bold tag, same look like this, and here also same same look like this, right. So here the bold and here the bold content, right. So both are the same, okay. So now let's get back into the slides, and now we're gonna know about the italic versus the emphasis, okay. So let's see, I tag is used for the visual italic, okay, and m used for the emphasize is the meaning, okay. So let's see writing these piece of using these piece of tags, writing the piece of code, okay. So let's get back into the code editor, and inside this I'm gonna writing the, let's line break to understand easily. So first is the I tag, right, I tag. So this is an italic tag, italic tag, physical, okay. So now next one, m, right, yeah. So we gonna, this is an emphasize tag, semantic, okay. So let's save it, and we're gonna add the some line break to understand easily what is what. Save it and get back into the web page. So let's refresh it. See here, both text both content is the similar, like this is also italic and this is also italic, right. So but this is the physical italic, and the this is the semantic emphasize. Okay, so both are the same. Okay, but when we use the physical, so it can be SEO and accessibility impacts very less on that. Okay, so it won't be ready to search the easily, and the it won't get the accessibility. Okay, so coming to the use the semantic, so it is better, and it is helps the SEO and also accessibility. Okay, and coming to the next tags, let's open it. And here the highlight and the small text. Okay, so mark tag is used for the highlights the text, and the small is used for the smallest text. Okay, so let's writing the a piece of the code. Okay, so when we add the small text, so let's whether it is check related to the other text, and the this when we use the small text, so how it looks the both of the content. Okay, so here they're writing the piece of code for that. So first we need to add the mark. Okay, so in this I'm gonna writing the this is the this is a mark tag. Okay, and next one small right. So let's see adding the some content for this a small tag. Okay, let's save it and open our web page. So let's see here, up to whatever we are highlighted the up to that we are added the mark tag. Okay, so once after the mark tag whatever we are added the small tag. Okay, so let's see, so comparing to the other contents, these wherever we add the small tag, that looks like the small, right? So here the difference between the normal whatever we are added the and the small tag. Okay, so and here the mark tag nothing but highlighting the text whatever added inside that mark tag. Okay, and coming to the next tags, the present, and here the deleted and insert text. Okay, so del use it for the removed text, and ins use it for the added text. Okay, so let's see how it looks like the when we deleted or inserted the text. Okay, let's line break for that. So first of all we need to add the del. Inside the del I'm adding the some the content like 300 rupees. Okay, so I need to delete that one, sorry, up to here. Okay, and I'm adding the 500. Okay, so here I'm adding the p tag also to understand easily, and then now I am inserted the I'm adding the ins as a new price. Let's save it and let's refresh it. So see here, so whatever we are added the del inside the content, it will be break on the text, right? So nothing but delete. Okay, when we added the after that it will becomes the new price. So here the inserting price. Okay, so this is whatever the have the underline, so this is the insert. Okay, ins tag. Okay, so up to here. Okay, right? So now we need to know about the subscript and superscript. Okay, so mainly we use for these subscript using for the chemical formulas, and Subscript is used for the mainly mathematical powers, okay, like x square plus y square and equal to 25, right? So the when we need to like square top of the whatever we are the letter when need to the top of the text, okay, so that time we need to use the superscript, okay. And coming to the subscript, so under the letter when we need under the letter content, okay, side of that like hto co2 like that, and like k2o like that, when we need like chemical formulas specific time, we need to use the chemical formulas, nothing but sub tag, okay. And when we need x square y square or a square b square plus b square like that, when we need squares, okay, like cube or squares are the power of the when we need like power of the text, okay, or power of the number or power of the capital letters or any letters, so we need to use that time subscript, okay. So let's see writing the piece of code for that. So first we're gonna write the sub, so h2o, okay. So better to clear that line of piece of code, we need to add the p tag, okay. And one more we're gonna write for this, okay. So here the h2 tag, right, and I'm gonna write the o2, okay, o2, okay. And up to here chemical formulas, okay. And now we're gonna add the subscript, okay, sorry, superscript. So sub, and here also I'm adding the p tag to understand the clearly, okay. And see here I'm gonna writing the one the x square, okay, plus y, and again we're gonna add the like this, okay. Here I'm adding the x square and y power of the 5, okay, and equal to like randomly I'm giving the number, okay, not exact number, just randomly giving. And here I'm taking the like x square, okay, I need to the x cube, okay. And again we're gonna add this sub inside the place, okay. I'm here adding the b power of 7, okay. So equal to abc, okay, just randomly I'm given, not exact numbers, okay. So let's save it and let's add the line break to understand easily for that. So let's save it and let's come back into the web page and let's refresh it. So see here H2O and O2. So these are all the chemical formulas when we use the sub, okay, sub tag, okay. And coming to the see here like x square plus y square equal to like any mathematical content, that time we need to better to use the sub tags, okay, like a square and b square equal to 2ab, or the a cube plus b cube like that, whatever we need mathematical content, that time we need to use for the sub, okay. And here the sub and here the sub, okay. So up to I hope up to here everything okay, right? So let's we know about the key points for these text formatting tags, okay. So it formatting improves the user experience or user interface and readability, okay. And semantics tags gives the meaning to the content, okay. And prefer the strong and the m, okay. So these are all the semantic tags, okay, like comparing to the physical tags, okay. And important for the SEO and the accessibility, okay. So SEO, nothing but search engine optimization. Okay, so and here the accessibility, so here miss the Y, sorry. So and coming to the here the homework for that. So let's try to create one HTML page. Okay, so adding the at least 5 formatting tags. Okay, and the right paragraph like using the bold and italic or highlight, subscript and the superscript tags. Okay, so let's try how it is looks when you writing the piece of code, and let's check how it looks like the on the user interface. Okay, whatever you are added that. Okay, and here the summary. So we are done today, learned text formatting tags and understood the semantic and versus non-semantic, and practice the real examples, right? So up to everything okay, right? So next upcoming class we're gonna know about the HTML lists. Okay, so in that lists we have the ordered list and the unordered list and the nested lists. Okay, so these are all know about the HTML leads in the next session. Okay, day 5. So thank you everyone, thank you for watching this video. I hope if you find this helpful, this video, let's subscribe and share it with your friends. Okay, so thank you everyone, thank you.